Hey everybody, how's it going? Icy Cat here, and this time we have a Division-themed bundle including weapon skin, charm, and headgear. Want to know more about what you're going to get before you spend your money? Then you'll want to stick around. The newest premium content bundle now available is a Ubisoft franchise-themed pack. This one is made for the Division and joins the other existing ones that we have for both Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs. You can find this under the digital content tab in the shop. It is available for $6.99 US. And for that price, you'll get a weapon skin for Frost's Super 90 shotgun, a custom headgear, and a universal weapon charm. Let's begin by taking a look at the weapon skin itself. The colors are bright and pop, and they have somewhat of a plastic sheen to them overall. They're not especially reflective. However, it does match closely with the weapon skin that was already available in-game themed for the Division, and that was something you could put on the FBI operators for either Pulse or Castle's UMP-45. That weapon skin was available to people who had pre-ordered the Division. However, due to some glitches in the shop, other people were able to get it outside of that. If you don't have it already, take a look in the Ubisoft Club under the rewards and see if it's in there for you. Otherwise, it was a semi-exclusive skin, and just because of some glitches, it was more widely available to some people. But if you did have it, it matches with this one very nicely. The weapon charm itself is exactly what we saw from the Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs bundle. This is just a rectangular tag with the text logo that's been put on it. It's nothing fancy, it's very simple. It is a universal charm, you can put it on any weapon, but that said, they're just not taking any initiative on designing something interesting for these weapon charms when they could have some kind of 3D object that's on here. And again, for the $7 asking price, it just seems like too much of an easy out to just give you a rectangular tag like this and call it a day. Next up, we have the headgear. This gives her a face mask reminiscent of those that you see when playing the Division, and also puts the little orange circle symbol up on the corner of her hat there over across from the Under Armour logo. For those that have played the Division, that's on a lot of the gear in that game, so it ties in. Out of the headgears that have been released in the game so far, this is one of the cooler ones. It looks very natural for her. The colors on it pair well with her default uniform. It's pretty realistic, and I could see myself using this in place of the default one a lot. Now we're just going to take a look at some terrorist hunt gameplay so you can see what the weapon looks like in some different lighting conditions. Like I mentioned, it's not very reflective, it's not really metallic looking, it almost has like maybe a painted metal or a somewhat plastic kind of quality to it. The colors are very bright, and there's detail work all over the gun, and if you zoom in on it when you're in the operator select screen, you can actually read some of the logos that are on it. These are things that are brought over directly from the Division. Some memos and billboard announcements and things like that that were in that game are now placed on the gun. And there's other accents and logos as well. And this is actually a nice high-quality weapon skin. A lot of attention to detail has been put into it. In fact, we've seen that theme through all three of the packs that have been released so far. The Assassin's Creed weapon skin was very classy and detailed. The Watch Dog theme weapon skin was also really interesting and done well with lots of detail. And we see the same thing carry over here. For a $7 asking price on premium digital content, you want to make sure that they're putting enough quality into it. And while I do think that the weapon charms have been very disappointing for all three of these bundle packs, the weapon skins themselves do have a lot of effort placed in them. I think we've established enough of a pattern here with three of these franchise bundle packs released so far to say that we're probably also going to be seeing some further ones. Splinter Cell and Ghost Recon seem like they're just going to be eventualities. However, when I've done these premium bundle reviews before, a lot of you have commented on the $7 price point being too high. Of course, we all have to remember that this is premium content. You can't get it with Rainbow credits, you can't get it with Renown, you can only get it using real-world money. It's interesting to note the shift in marketing this season. Back in Season 2, we saw a lot of premium content that were revolving around the racing skins and some other things, and felt like there was a new premium skin bundle like every week and a half to 2 weeks. Back in Season 1, we had the Gemstone bundle packs, and those were coming out every couple of weeks. Now in Season 3, we've kind of shifted gears into having less of the premium content packs coming around, but now we're going in this direction of having them themed after existing Ubisoft franchises. It's good to see that with each season, they're willing to try some different approaches and try to shake things up a little bit, and that it's not always the same thing every time. I think overall, the prices are still a little on the high side, but we have to remember that at the end of the day, these are purely cosmetic items. You don't need any of this stuff. The game is not pay to win. You're not getting an advantage over anybody by picking up content like this. It's purely for visual customization. Invariably, when I do these videos about premium content, a lot of people will complain about how it's price gouging. or how if they have Season Pass, they should get all the skins in the game for free. And I mean, that's just not how it works realistically. You gotta remember, we have a completely different DLC model in this game than anything that's out there. Any content in this game that's related to gameplay has always been and always will be completely free. All you have to pay for is the cosmetic items, and since they're cosmetic, they're completely optional. So what's your favorite part of the Division skin bundle? What do you think about the weapon skin itself? How about the headgear? Let me know down in the comments below. Tomorrow I'll be releasing the much requested weapon attachment guide. This will cover everything from grips to barrel attachments, so be sure to look for that tomorrow. If you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing so you can stay up to date on all the latest news, tips, tricks, walkthroughs, reviews, and more for Rainbow Six Siege. As always, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.